Music industry's queen dazzles under spotlights, but silently constructs an invisible empire in the shadows. 8 countries, 24 luxury properties, $500 million. Beyoncé's real estate strategy reveals not just her wealth, but extraordinary business acumen hidden behind the blinding spotlights. This is the story of a superstar visible to all, yet whose most impressive empire remains invisible. But before we reveal the property that shocked even veteran real estate agents, ask yourself this: how does someone hide $500 million in plain sight? The answer involves secret LLCs, architectural masterpieces, and a strategy so brilliant it makes Wall Street veterans envious. With a net worth approaching $2.1 billion in 2025, Beyoncé Giselle Knowles-Carter stands as not just pop royalty, but a formidable business titan. While most recognize her musical achievements, 29 Grammy Awards, 200 million records sold worldwide, and the highest-grossing female tour in history, few understand that behind these accomplishments lies an even more impressive financial strategy. Most celebrities purchase mansions as status symbols. Beyoncé acquires architectural masterpieces as strategic investments. This isn't a collection of homes, it's a calculated empire that has outperformed the S&P 500 over 2 decades. And unlike flashy sports cars or designer clothes that depreciate instantly, these assets have consistently appreciated, some doubling in value within 5 years. What makes this real estate portfolio particularly remarkable isn't just its $500 million value, it's how deliberately it was constructed in absolute secrecy, hidden behind a complex network of LLCs, confidentiality agreements, and strategic timing. Unlike many celebrities who splurge on mansions after their first hit, Beyoncé's real estate journey began methodically while still with Destiny's Child. At just 19, when Say My Name topped charts in 2000, while her peers were buying luxury cars and jewelry, she purchased her first modest home in Houston. This early investment, guided by her father's wisdom to invest in things that grow, not things that shine, laid the foundation for what would become one of entertainment's most sophisticated property portfolios. Between 2002 and 2006, when most celebrities would concentrate millions on a single luxury residence, Beyoncé deployed a different strategy. She acquired multiple medium-sized properties in strategic locations across Los Angeles, Atlanta, and New Orleans. The combined value of these properties was approximately $12 million, but within 5 years, they nearly doubled in value. But it wasn't until her relationship with Jay-Z deepened that their real estate strategy evolved into something truly extraordinary. Their 2008 marriage marked not just a personal union, but a merger of investment philosophies that would transform their approach to property acquisition. The cornerstone of their shared empire began in 2004, when Jay-Z purchased what would become their famous Tribeca penthouse for $6.85 million. This wasn't just any penthouse. It was a strategic 8,300 square foot sanctuary with an additional 3,000 square feet of private terrace. What few people know is that this penthouse later served as the venue for their ultra-private wedding in 2008, saving them millions in security costs while simultaneously appreciating in value. Today, property experts estimate its value at over $25 million, a nearly 400% return on investment. But the true genius of their strategy emerged during the 2008 financial crisis, when most investors panicked. The Carters did exactly the opposite. While markets crashed, they acquired a Miami Beach estate on the exclusive Indian Creek Island for $9 million. This counter-cyclical investment was sold just 2 years later for $9.3 million, showing their ability to generate returns even in turbulent markets. However, these early investments pale in comparison to what happened in 2017, when they executed one of the most aggressive celebrity real estate moves in history, simultaneous bi-coastal acquisitions totaling a staggering $114 million. First came their $88 million Bel Air compound, a futuristic 30,000 square foot glass and steel masterpiece designed by renowned architect Paul McLean. But what makes this property truly extraordinary are details that never made it to the press. Bulletproof windows throughout, walls that open at the touch of a button, and not 1 but 4 separate swimming pools. The property's smart home system is so advanced that it required a dedicated team of engineers to install, with security features rivaling those of small embassies. Simultaneously, They acquired their $26 million Hamptons retreat, known as Pond House. But here's what the public doesn't know. This historic property, originally designed by legendary architect Stanford White over a century ago, underwent a complete restoration that included physically rotating the entire house 90 degrees to optimize sunrise and sunset views over Georgica Pond. The interior features hand-carved heated marble bathtubs, sculpted from single stone blocks, and quarter-sawn white oak paneling with French chalk finishes, artisanal details that required master craftsmen from 3 continents. These simultaneous purchases weren't just displays of wealth. They established a bi-coastal lifestyle while securing architectural gems by renowned designers, essentially creating a collection of residential art that appreciates far faster than traditional real estate. But the crown jewel of their empire, the acquisition that stunned even veteran real estate insiders, came in May 2023. That's when the couple purchased a $200 million Malibu mansion, setting the all-time record for the most expensive home sale in California history. What most people don't realize is that they actually secured this property at a significant discount. It was originally listed for $295 million, meaning their negotiation skills saved them nearly $100 million. This isn't just any luxury home, it's an architectural masterpiece designed by Pritzker Prize-winning architect Tadao Ando, whose buildings are considered living sculptures. The property sits on 8 acres of prime bluff overlooking the Pacific Ocean in Paradise Cove's Billionaire's Row. But what makes this acquisition truly extraordinary are the hidden details that never made headlines. The 40,000 square foot concrete and glass compound required 7,645 cubic yards of concrete and took the original owner, art collector William Bell, 15 years to complete. The brutalist design features Ando's signature haiku effect. Vast concrete hallways designed to create moments of architectural revelation as visitors move through the space. What's even more fascinating is that the property was originally commissioned as both a private residence and a museum. Many rooms were specifically designed to showcase museum-quality artworks, with lighting systems that adjust automatically based on the time of day to protect valuable pieces. This dual functionality perfectly aligns with the Carters' growing art collection, estimated to be worth over $70 million. But perhaps the most strategic aspect of this acquisition was its timing. Just 2 years later, in 2025, devastating Los Angeles wildfires destroyed numerous celebrity homes in the region. The Carters' concrete fortress remained completely untouched, demonstrating how their architectural preferences inadvertently provided disaster protection, further increasing the property's value in a market suddenly concerned with fire resistance. However, the Carters' real estate strategy isn't limited to flashy mega mansions. They've also made unconventional acquisitions that showcase their appreciation for unique architectural heritage. One of the most fascinating examples is their New Orleans property, a converted 1925 Presbyterian church spanning 13,000 square feet. This Spanish Baroque structure features Mardi Gras-inspired interiors with crimson-themed walls and includes 3 separate apartments, demonstrating both lifestyle flexibility and investment potential. But this property also highlights the challenges of celebrity real estate ownership. In July 2021, the structure became the target of arson. The New Orleans Police Department classified the fire as intentional after discovering books in the oven and a gas can on the property. This incident raised serious questions about security protocols for vacant celebrity properties and led to extended legal proceedings that have been kept out of the public eye through strategic use of non-disclosure agreements. The Carters' business structure relies heavily on LLC arrangements for privacy protection, with purchases often made through entities with names like Sugarcane Park LLC and Parkwood Entertainment. This approach sometimes creates scrutiny from local authorities and complicates property records, but provides essential privacy for their high-profile lifestyle. What's particularly impressive about their real estate empire is how each acquisition coincides with major career milestones. Their Tribeca penthouse purchase aligned with their engagement. Their Bel Air compound was acquired shortly after the birth of their twins, and their record-breaking Malibu mansion purchase followed their highest-grossing tour to date. This pattern suggests that property acquisition isn't just financial for the Carters, it's a way of commemorating life achievements through architectural statements. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of their real estate strategy is what appears to be coming next. Sources close to the couple reveal they're actively pursuing UK real estate investments, with particular interest in the Cotswolds region. During their 2025 European tour, they were spotted touring a 58-acre estate via helicopter between London performances. This international expansion is reportedly driven by desires for greater privacy for their children and growing concerns about climate change impacts in California, particularly wildfire risks. Their search focuses on properties exceeding $10 million that can accommodate their touring schedule and family lifestyle, potentially joining celebrity neighbors including the Beckhams, Ellen DeGeneres, and Simon Cowell in England's countryside luxury market. The timing aligns with their children's education needs and Jay-Z's business expansion into European markets. This geographic diversification, from California's coastal luxury to New York's urban sophistication to Louisiana's historic charm, and potentially expanding to European countryside estates, demonstrates sophisticated risk management and lifestyle optimization. Each property serves multiple purposes: wealth preservation, privacy sanctuary, and strategic business asset. What's particularly interesting about Beyoncé's approach is how she's evolved from simply purchasing homes to actively shaping them. According to industry insiders who worked on her properties, she's deeply involved in the architectural and design processes, often spending hours with architects and designers to ensure each property reflects her vision. Unlike many celebrities who rely entirely on interior designers, she brings detailed floor plan sketches and material samples to meetings, demonstrating an impressive knowledge of architectural principles. This hands-on approach extends to the financial side as well. Rather than simply writing checks, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have developed sophisticated financing strategies that maximize their returns. For example, their Bel Air property wasn't purchased outright. They secured a $52.8 million mortgage from Goldman Sachs at a preferential interest rate, allowing them to keep more capital invested in higher-yielding opportunities. This sophisticated leverage strategy is common among real estate tycoons, but rare among entertainers. What's perhaps most remarkable about their real estate empire is how they've managed to keep so much of it private. In an era when celebrity homes are regularly exposed through aerial photography and social media, the Carters have maintained extraordinary secrecy around their properties. Their security systems include anti-drone technology, while strategic landscaping and architectural features prevent paparazzi from capturing clear images. This privacy premium adds significant value to their properties, as future high-profile buyers will pay extra for homes with proven privacy protection. However, their quest for privacy has occasionally created conflicts with neighbors and legal complications. The most notable dispute occurred in 2010, when neighbor Philip Markowitz sued for $25,000 in damages after a music video shoot for Why Don't You Love Me caused noise disruptions and blocked his driveway until 11 p.m. The case settled for an undisclosed five-figure amount, establishing precedent for production companies to respect property owners' rights. This incident highlights a fascinating tension in celebrity real estate: the balance between personal enjoyment and investment potential. While most people view homes primarily as places to live, the Carters treat their properties as multifaceted assets that serve residential, creative, and financial purposes simultaneously. Their Hamptons estate, for instance, has served as a vacation home, a video filming location, and a venue for exclusive listening parties that generated publicity worth millions. The financial performance of their portfolio is equally impressive. While exact figures are closely guarded, real estate experts estimate that their properties have appreciated at an average annual rate of 14.7% since acquisition, significantly outperforming both the S&P 500 and traditional real estate indexes. This performance isn't accidental, but results from their sophisticated approach to property selection, focusing on architectural significance, privacy features, and locations with limited luxury inventory. What does the future hold for Beyoncé's real estate empire? Industry analysts predict continued international expansion, with potential acquisitions in cultural capitals like Paris, Tokyo, and perhaps most interestingly, Ghana, where the couple has strong cultural ties. There are also rumors of their interest in commercial real estate, particularly boutique hotels that could combine their expertise in hospitality, entertainment, and luxury experiences. But beyond the impressive numbers and architectural details lies a deeper story about wealth creation and preservation. Unlike many celebrities whose fortunes are tied primarily to their entertainment careers, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have built a diversified empire where real estate serves as a cornerstone of multi-generational wealth. This approach ensures that their financial legacy will endure long after their performing careers end. Perhaps most impressively, they've achieved this while maintaining extraordinary privacy. While celebrities typically showcase their homes in architectural magazines and social media posts, the Carters have revealed surprisingly little about their private spaces. This discretion isn't just about personal privacy, it's a strategic choice that enhances both security and future resale value. The evolution from Beyoncé's first $750,000 Houston home to a $200 million Malibu architectural masterpiece represents far more than increasing wealth. It reflects a sophisticated investment philosophy focused on acquiring assets with historical and cultural significance. Each property tells a story about artistic appreciation, family milestones, and strategic thinking that extends far beyond typical celebrity home purchases. For aspiring investors, the Carters' approach offers valuable lessons. Focus on quality over quantity. Look for properties with unique architectural or historical significance. Consider privacy as a premium feature, and time purchases counter-cyclically when possible. While few can match their budget, their strategic thinking can be applied at any investment level. As we conclude our journey through Beyoncé's hidden real estate empire, one question remains: what will be their next acquisition? With rumors swirling about potential purchases in European capitals and emerging luxury markets, industry insiders are watching closely. Whatever they choose, one thing is certain: it will combine architectural significance, investment potential, and the utmost privacy. In a world where celebrities often make impulsive purchases that diminish in value, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have constructed a real estate portfolio that's as impressive as their artistic achievements. A true empire built not on sand, but on concrete, glass, and extraordinary vision. While millions know their music, only a select few understand the architectural masterpieces they call home until now.